What is going on, guys? Your boy Joey 672 coming to you guys with a video right now. So, an interesting video. And we've talked about quarterbacks nonstop. We've talked about quarterbacks like pretty much all year, from last offseason to this offseason, to this year, I should say, from Deshaun Watson. Now, we've always heard rumors about one quarterback. Now there's a rumor about another quarterback. And there was some interesting news today. A tweet did come out, and obviously Adam Schefter did say this, that, Russell Wilson would waive his no-trade clause in order to go to the Philadelphia Eagles, which pretty much means if he waives his no-trade clause for a certain team, that the Seahawks would have to make a deal with that team to trade him. I don't know how much, I don't know why Philadelphia would be his main spot. I guess I'm so down on the Eagles right now that I don't know who would want to come here at this point with everything going on. I don't know what the relationship between the Seahawks and the Eagles are. And obviously this is a team that has potentially 12 picks, 3 first-round picks in this draft next year. So if Russell Wilson does want to come here, it would be really interesting. And obviously not coming off of a really good year either. A very down year for Russell Wilson. Obviously watching him Monday night, couldn't even complete most of his passes. Obviously having that finger or the thumb injury that he had that took him out for a few weeks. So not really a good year for Russell Wilson. I mean, we've heard from Joe Banner, the ex-GM for the Philadelphia Eagles, that, that they could, the Eagles could have a lot of interest this offseason. For Russell Wilson. Not even just that, but all this pretty much came up on 97.5 The Fanatic, on the Kincaid show. Adam Schefter was on his show. So Kincaid did ask Schefter, does Russell Wilson waive his no-trade clause for Philadelphia? And Schefter said, I believe he'd waive the no-trade clause, quote unquote. So this is going to be really interesting. So, I mean, how much is it going to cost to get Russell Wilson if Jalen Hurts doesn't pan out the rest of the year? I really don't know. You have Minshew as the backup quarterback right now. Do they make him the starter next year? Do they keep Hurts as the starter next year? Do they just wait another year since there's no good quarterbacks in this draft as of right now? And my opinion is, they probably would wait a whole nother year. Keep building this team, keep making your trades, keep, picking good players out of the draft, go into free agency and get some, and get some good weapons, get some guys on defense, whatever you want to do with the cap space, because obviously the Eagles are going to be under the cap, could have $40 to $50 million in cap space. On top of that, 12 picks, 3 first-round picks. So this is going to be really interesting to see where they go with this. I mean, do they trade a lot of picks for Russell Wilson even off of a bad year? Is that the case, or is it the ceiling that they're paying for? For me, this is more like a Phillip Rivers situation where he got traded, or where he left. Obviously, the Chargers went to the Colts and actually played very well. Just a new setting. Maybe that's what Russell Wilson needs. Maybe he just needs a new background, needs a new setting with another team. And how much interest does Russell Wilson actually have with the Eagles? And it sounds like maybe he does. It's just weird at this point. So, and then you got to pay a quarterback on top of it. So I don't know what the new deal would look like, or obviously we would have to lock him in. I don't know the numbers on his contract or whatever. So I really don't know. But I don't know. I think you start Jalen Hurts the rest of the year. You give him a full year evaluation. See how he does. So you have a few options right here. We heard about Deshaun Watson. Now we're hearing about Russell Wilson, which we've been hearing recently about him. So this, this is something that we have to look at, for the end of the season, and obviously going to the next offseason, this should be really interesting, because at the end of the day, the Eagles have a lot of draft picks to the point where, no good quarterback in this draft next year. Trading for a quarterback is going to cost too much, whether it's Deshaun Watson or it's Russell Wilson at this point. And it seems like as of right now, Russell Wilson would be a better trade destination for him to the Eagles than trying to acquire Deshaun Watson, because I think the difference between these two players is that Deshaun Watson, I think, had a no-trade clause from the Miami Dolphins, which could be looking for another quarterback. I don't know, because things do change over time. Miami's been winning a little bit. Tua's been playing a little bit better. So there's a lot of different things, avenues that we have to cross to even know if this is legit. But obviously, when you hear about Adam Schefter saying this, it kind of raises your eyebrow a little bit on the interest that Russell Wilson could have coming here. I don't know why. Is it the relationship between the two franchises? I don't know. Have they already talked a little bit? I'm not really sure at this point. So this is going to be a really interesting matter come 2022 with these draft picks. If you give up two first round picks for Russell Wilson and some mid round picks, not first round picks in 1 year, you'll give up a first this year, a first next year, a couple mid round picks, something like that. You know what I mean? Because you're not going to give up all your picks for this year. The Eagles need to draft some players, and I hope they do not do that because we need to draft on defense. We have a lot of missing pieces to this team right now, and I think you just keep building. If you can't make a trade like this for Russell Wilson, I don't know how you guys feel about it, but to me, it's like if it's going to be way too much to trade for him at this point, and obviously this is one of the teams with the highest amount of draft picks as of right now, so this would be a very valuable team for the Seahawks to trade with at this point. And maybe Russell Wilson picking this team for the no trade clause would help the Seahawks say, okay, the Eagles have a lot of draft picks. So let's try to make this trade happen and acquire some draft picks in the process. So let me know in the comments below what you guys think. It's really interesting. Obviously this is Adam Schefter we're talking about here. This isn't just a third-party rumor. Most Deshaun Watson rumors have been third-party. Most of them have. This one seems pretty legit as of right now. That even if this isn't his Russell Wilson's major trade destination, this is definitely one of the spots he would want to go to. And if this was said, and they know something that we don't behind the scenes, then yeah, this would probably make a lot of sense because the Eagles might need a quarterback. I don't know. I really don't know. It's one game against the Giants. He played, Jalen Hurts played horrible. Nick called up some bad plays. I mean, it's on the offense. It's on Nick Sirianni. It's on Jalen Hurts at the end of the day. So, this is going to be really interesting come next year. So let me know in the comment section below what you guys think. I will see you guys later. Shakes going up, follows fly. Peace out, guys. Peace.